How's it going, guys? I have webcam quality today because, as I mentioned previously in the video with the PO and the testing this team was for a tournament, and tournaments require retail cards because infrared shenanigans and all that. But I have a match. This is the final match from the tournament, and it's against the Bill. I've played him before on my channel. I've been to one of his parties. I played him like 3 times at this tournament, 2 for the tournament because it was double elimination. So they were very good matches. It was actually kind of surprising to see him get to the finals with the Superior. That's not meant to undermine him at all, but it's got to be a very interesting set if it ended up working out for him, and I think we end up seeing a little bit of it later. But for now, we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. He's going to go ahead and lead off with Mammoth Swine. Now, because we had faced each other and it is double elimination before, the reason that I am facing him in the finals bracket is because he did end up losing the first match. Now, this means that we both know our teams, and on top of that, it's worse for him because it means he needs to win against me twice, and me having knowledge of his team is actually going to be very nice. Now, I do know that this Dragonite is an offensive Dragon Dance one, so I'm going to go ahead and taunt it, and then if he wants to wail on me while I set up hazards, that's fine. I honestly don't mind too much, but I get to do that, and then he's just going to end up going for a Fire Punch. I think he gets the burn on this one, which actually is going to help him on the next turn with the extreme speed that he's going to end up going for. Because he does see that I'm faster than him, he's going to end up going for it, knowing that at the very worst, I will die at the end of the turn to burn anyway. He gets a crit. I'm not defensively invested, so I really don't think it mattered that much, but hey, for some reason, I keep thinking I'm a bold Deoxys, but I'm not, because I'm a speedy spiker set, so whatever. But I get to go into Toby. Toby cannot be hit by an extreme speed, and he does have the HP Ice. I actually have it on this team just to check dragons that get 2+1 to outspeed shit like Cobalion or anything like that, and it works out very nicely. But because it is HP Ice, he did determine that because of the fact that I one-shot it. He gets to go into his Volcarona. Now, Volcaronas and Starmies during the whole tournament just scared the living fuck out of me. I think he missed a Fire Blast on that one. Not crucial. He does get a couple of misses, but, you know, added up together, they're really not crucial at all. So I go for sub here to test the waters to see how much the Fire Blast would have done. It turns out it does break my sub, so it's doing at the very least a max roll would be 25%. This is a max HP set. I don't know what kind of Volcarona set he's running, but since I see that it's breaking the sub, I don't really want to waste any more time, and I'd rather just kill it off before it sets up any further. I think he told me that was a different set. I don't know if it actually does have Quiver Dance on it, but that's what I was scared of the whole time. I figured I would just take it out. Bill likes to run different things, and those different things are not necessarily bad at all. That's what ended him, or that's what landed him in the finals, as a matter of fact. So not to put down any of this stuff, but I get to go into my Gyarados, and I'm going to intimidate him as he ends up going for an Ice Shard. I do know that he is a Focus Sash set, so the fact that I had the Stealth Rocks and the Spikes means that it's basically ruined. And I do know for a fact that he does not have the Stone Edge from the first match because he revealed his entire set, I believe, right here, and then in a previous game, or I think earlier, I don't know, he might have gone for the Earthquake. I think it might have been in a previous game that we had, but he's got Stealth Rocks, dual Ice Stab, and Earthquake, so he can't really hit me that hard. But the thing is, I'm not worried about Mammoth Swine at all. I'm not even worried about this Gyarados, but this Gyarados gives me trouble because I actually can't really do anything against it. I can go for the Waterfall, and that does a suspiciously low amount of damage. So I'm suspecting right there, well, I mean, I'm neutral attack from the Dragon Dance, but still, I'm neutral attack, I'm adamant max attack. I would expect that to do a little more. I kind of expect that damage from a -1, but he's kind of bulky. He shows me Roar, and that's kind of an indicator right there that he's more of a bulky phasing build, you know, kind of like I wanted to confirm on that turn. But as you can see, he faces me into my Garchomp. Now, because he does have negative priority things like Roar, and I did see Dragon Tail in the first match, as a matter of fact, I'm actually going to go for the Dragon Tail of my own because if 2 Pokemon are using the same move, and they're both negative priority, the faster one will be able to get away with it first. He goes out into Hitmontop, I just face him out into some other stuff again. Gyarados isn't going to take any Spikes damage, but is going to go ahead and take the 2 times from Stealth Rock, and that's what we got going on. So the phasing is actually kind of working out. It's not the best substitute to Kyurem Black because it is, as I may or may not have mentioned earlier, it makes this team incredibly weak to Starmie. It does help as a nice sort of pseudo-resistance to Volcarona in the terms of the fire and the HP rock, but it worked out good in the first round, and then it worked out a couple of other times. It was not the best substitute, but it was an okay substitute last minute, because you do need the DNA splicers to do it, and I haven't gotten that far in my retail cart. Anyway, going back to that, he got a crit flinch, but he got rough skin going on him, and I just end up dragon tailing him after X turns, and then finally get him into Mamoswine, which is kind of a bad situation. But hey, y'all know I'm going to get out of here anyway. Decide to go into my Gyarados just to get the Intimidate off, and I believe I'm pretty much caught up. So, as bad as that Garchomp is on there, I do like Kyurem Black better as a Dragon Tailer. I mean, it's not really better on the typing. I mean, I guess for my team it kind of was, because I needed something with an elemental resistance, and Kyurem Black was able to take hits from Volcarona fairly nicely, and then just knock it out with a Dragon Tail, or just phase it out with a Dragon Tail. Right there, that was shitty. I don't know if that was a min damage roll or what, but I ended up on 1. I do still have Cobalion to take on Mamoswine, but it's pretty unfortunate for him that he doesn't have anything going on. Now, I saw Rapstar, and I was like, if this is a fucking Starmie, I am hosed. But it turns out it's actually his superior, and I believe I end up going for a bounce here, just so he's not able to hit me on the next turn. But if you guys remember how blah 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 Leech Seed works, it drains 1/8 of your HP, and because I've gotten two 16ths, which is 1/8 back, I'm ending up at 1 again, and I get to go for a bounce on this turn, and I believe I'm gonna end up dying, or maybe I get a crit. I don't remember, but I do remember that this Gyarados does stay alive. Okay, so I end up critting him through the coil. As you can see, I kind of hacked him a little bit. The first game was arguably better, but it just ended up being Cobalion putting in work instead. Now right here, because there's nothing to get the Leech Seed, this is actually very important, because I gained that 1/16th back for free. I'm going to get another 16th at the end of this turn after I get my my bounce off, and that means that he's going to get Leech Seed recovery, but I'm still going to live, and I'm going to be able to get off another bounce. Now, he tries to go for Rapid Spin right here, I guess maybe assuming that I would be slower, or maybe just going for a move in general, because he knows that, I don't know, that I'm probably going to bounce. So, end up living it again thanks to the leftovers mechanics. Very nice. And get to almost take him out with a bounce, but he only gets like, oh, he gets a rapid spin kill, so he can knock that off of his notches on his belt, but gets rid of the spikes very, very late game. I don't mind that he got rid of the spikes at this point in the game, because I'm just going to be able to go into my Espeon and I believe clean house with Psychic for the 5-0 victory, I kind of want to say. Most of the matches were like that. There was a 2-0 and a 1-0, but I figured I would save the final match to just show you guys how it went down. I probably should have gotten to the habit of saving matches that I thought were really good, but I kind of forgot, and it was a busy day. It was pretty cool. So as you can see, I ended up winning the tournament. The prize pot was not that big, but I ended up, you know, just getting beer and a Rayquaza tin, and I called it a night. It was a good night, and then next day was a good day too, because city championships for TCG, that was the thing. So this whole weekend was pretty awesome, and this is what happened during part of it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm probably going to shelf this team for a little bit, but it is the team I really like using, so expect to see it maybe sometime in the future. I don't know. Next tournament is on the 5th, so I'm probably going to start making a tournament team for that sometime around Christmas break. You guys will see that on my channel around then. Anyways, I'm kind of rambling. If you guys enjoyed this shit, you are welcome to leave a like rating, comment, subscribe, and do your thing. Webcam quality will only happen during real-life events where people actually give a shit if I use an ace card or not, or there's no Wi-Fi, that kind of thing, you know. It's not going to be too often. But that's that, and that's today's game. I got some TCGO technically coming later tonight. I say technically because it's not a normal TCGO video, and I got other stuff. You'll see I'm actually working on my channel this week, I promise. Okay, that's it. See you guys later.